Welcome to Mod Mage 2.0, featuring a new addition to any build I've ever made, which is the Ahane Crystal. Would you like some Ahane on them biscuits? Or I butter them, but it's gonna be pretty crazy. So, overview of the build real quick. Using the Archon as our first archetype with the Chaos Gate, Zinvigolt Summoner with the Flyers or Big Dude, your choice. Alright. Amulet is going to be Abrasive Whetstone. I'm throwing pipe bombs, so I'll be wasting scrap every fight. My goal is to do the most damage possible. If you don't want to do that, instead use any damage amulet you want to. Go nuts. Zin, we have the Ahane Crystal. You deal 5% additional multiplicative damage, as far as I know, for each stats effect the target is suffering from. So fire, corrosion, madness, bleed, shock. Those are 5 off the top of my head you can apply. Then Prob Cord for crit damage. Stone of Malevolence. I think it's still insanely broken. I don't know if they nerfed it. I don't know if they fixed it, but it's still good. We're using it because it still works. It's been a long time. Nothing's changed. Work with what still is insane. So that's for mod generation based off elemental damage. And then Burden of the Gambler. Disable weak spots, increase crit chance and crit damage. I think it makes the most sense because crits, I believe, are still multiplicative as far as I know. I'm using the Star Shot because of the Big Bang. It does a ton of damage. I think this also might be broken. I don't know. It hits twice. Is that normal? I'm hitting twice, so I can hit for around 14,000 damage with a single use of this if both of the attacks crit. I don't know if that's normal, and if it's not, hey man, it works right now. With failsafe, do more damage, also a chance to not consume charges. Main thing though is the damage. And this is important, Krellax. You need this for the extra stats effect, so throw it at the start of a fight, maybe mid-fight, to get that shock applied for more multiplicative damage, mate. And using Reinvigorator because of the stam cost reduction. It does more damage, but it's mostly stam cost. Zin, I have Firestorm and Feedback. Weapon of choice doesn't matter that much, I don't believe. So I went with Shotgun because Bulldog sounds pretty cool. So Firestorm, elemental damage, also lasts a long time, so it's always up. Feedback, just to make sure I always have it available. You could probably swap it out for Harmonizer for more damage, but in this case, I just figured Feedback is good. You might actually want to go for more damage. So Harmonizer, you get 20% more damage there if you want. Armor is your choice in this case. I look sick. Little freaking, what is that? Like a, I'm not sure what to call that, but basically a cowgirl, if you will. The crown threw me off. I'm not sure what to call that part. And then Relic of Choice, Ruined Heart. It gives you mod generation. Pretty no-brainer, as they say. Elemental damage, mod damage, and mod cost reduction are my choices. As far as my traits go, on the far right, you can see them. Flashcaster, Regrowth, Swiftness, Kinship, Vigor, Spirit, Footwork, Rugged. And I have Amplitude with 5... Keep doing that. 5 stars. Recovery with 4. And then Endurance. That's just my go-to. I don't like Amplitude to be maxed out because the higher the Amplitude, the bigger the radius of your Firestorm is, and the more you get hit by it. And the same thing goes for Starshot. Starshot can knock you over if you get too close, which is annoying. Kinship is obviously necessary, and the rest of it's just, I like it, so I chose it. And that's what's going on, right? So I do be popping one of these freaking potions, though. These Bottled Shade Berries. You get 10% more mod generation. What I do before I pop that is I go ahead and equip Alchemist, and then I also go ahead and equip this right here, because it's just a random relic that has consumable duration by 20%. With that, my consumable lasts 134 minutes. So, get more bang for your buck. Anywho, without further ado, some more gameplay. Enjoy, thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video, comment, share it, whatever. Tell your grandma that I'm cracked at video games. It helps me out a ton. Thanks for watching, enjoy the video. Peace. The freaking Bro, what is that damage? Goodbye. Just sheesh. I didn't even was I replaying bleed there? I don't think I did, but that was still pretty fast. Holy sh! That was like a 13k hit. There's two 6.5ks in like back to back to back to back. Oh my lord. I wish that bleed lasted longer, dude. Or there's like a bleed modifier. If you do a charge attack, it applies bleed for 20 seconds. That'd be kind of crazy. Ain't gonna cap. I messed up. If I just reapply my stuff, it'd kill it faster, but that's pretty crazy. On fights that don't have phases like that, this is a lot better. On every boss I showed so far, the build's really good, except on Kairu Reeves. This boss, or Kairu Reeves, it's not a good time, man. I think because he's in water, you can't even apply fire, is my current thought process. If true, you lose a decent bit of damage, given the way the build is supposed to be working. I think that little tree just freaking destroyed my blood nade, or my bleed nade. I just noticed that. Wow. Get down, Mr. President. That's insane. And as you're watching right now, the fire will roll you. The fire giveth damage and also taketh life, so be careful. It's not great with people if you're playing in a group, so be careful with that as well. Side note, please check out some Ravens Watch content. From me preferably, but in general. The game is fantastic. Hashtag not sponsored. It's a good time. Looking for that game to play that's, I guess, a roguelike. Amen. That's a great game to try out. Anywho, thanks for watching. Have a good day.